إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, all praise is due to Allah Azza wa Jal, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and all of his followers until the day of resurrection. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today the ayah is Allah is saying subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَأَوْفُوا بِالْعَهْدِ إِنَّ الْعَهْدَ كَانَ مَسْئُولًا. This is part of an ayah in Surah Al-Isra, ayah 34, where Allah Azza wa Jal talks about the importance of saving the wealth and dealing with the wealth of the orphan, where He said, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ إِلَّا بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ أشده وأوفوا بالعهد إن العهد كان مسؤولا. So after addressing this subject of do not approach the wealth of an orphan until he or she reaches maturity, then fulfill every commitment. Indeed, the commitment is ever that about which one will be questioned. So if there is a pledge that you make, you need to fulfill it. You need to be responsible, and you'll be held accountable about it. That's important. Any commitment that we have, especially the commitment with Allah Azza wa Jal, starting with that one, because that will lead to your fulfillment of the commitment regarding things in this life. That's why we have a covenant between us and Allah Azza wa Jal. That's al-ahd, which is between Allah and people. Look, even when we were created, Allah Azza wa Jal took the covenant from Adam and his offsprings. Afterwards, they will be committing themselves to the worship and obedience of Allah Azza wa Jal. Alastu bi rabbikum? He said, am I not your Lord, your God? And they said, yes. قالوا نعم. قالوا بلى ألست بربكم قالوا بلى. That's why it's very, very important for us to fulfill the commitment with Allah Azza wa Jal, and then fulfill the commitment with people. Because if we make pledges, if we sign contracts, if we have covenants between us and people, we have to fulfill that. That's very, very important, because that will save us from the punishment, and it will give us great rewards. That's why some people try to escape and try to withdraw from commitments that they made, because they thought there is an interest for them, or there is some gain that they will get. But actually, they will be losers, and they will be in loss if they don't commit themselves and fulfill those pledges that they made in order to be saved in this life as well as in the hereafter. So it's very, very important to watch for our commitments and fulfill them with Allah Azza wa Jal, with His religion, and with people, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims. Anyone we deal with, or anyone that we have made commitment towards, we need to fulfill them in order to be successful and winners in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jal. والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا.